All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there, just like you right there, and just like me here. All right, my buddy Mitch Malloy. This is his album called The Last Song. And I guess this could be Mitch's last album. Produced it himself. I think he plays pretty much every instrument on this. It's really good. If you like traditional, old school rock and roll, melodic rock, a bit maybe from the 80s sounding, but you also get a guitar pick here and an autograph. I don't know if he's autographing all of the CDs. Also, I believe there's some vinyl out there. You can listen to Mitch Malloy over on Modern Retro Radio, where he did an interview, and also they are playing some stuff from this album, which is good for them because not too many radio stations are probably going to pick up on the new Mitch Malloy album. I am doing the intro, I believe, on one of the songs that is currently in rotation over there. So just to hear me, the song is called One of a Kind. You've got to go and listen to Modern Retro Radio again. One more time, the ladies tend to like Mitch Malloy. The chicks dig Mitch. All right, moving on. Ozzy Osbourne is in the news, and unfortunately, it's kind of tragic because Ozzy was scheduled to perform at something called the Power Trip Festival. He says, I'm just not ready yet. Now, the Power Trip Festival is out in California, and it is in the month of October. And here we are in July, and Ozzy is already saying no. He says, as painful as this is, I've had to make the decision to bow out of performing at the Power Trip in October. My original plan was to return to the stage in the summer of 2024. And when the offer to do this show came in, I optimistically moved forward. Unfortunately, my body is telling me that I'm just not ready yet. And I am much too proud to have the first show that I do in nearly 5 years to be half-assed. Okay, that was Ozzy's terminology, and I figured I'd just say it. The band that will be replacing me on Power Trip will be announced. By the way, they already announced the band to be Judas Priest. So he says they are personal friends of mine, and I can promise that you will not be disappointed. So you went from Ozzy to Judas Priest. Above all, I want to thank my fans, my band, and my crew for their unconditional loyalty and continued support. I love you all, and I will see you soon. God bless. Prince of Darkness says, God bless Ozzy. I think really the big news at this Power Trip is AC/DC is going to be there. Yeah, AC/DC, who really wanted to tour couple of years back when they put out that amazing album, and it was the only thing going on during the Thing-demic that was kind of cool, that AC/DC had new music and Brian Johnson was back. Brian Johnson and AC/DC, there is a rumor that they may be touring next year. I don't know if that's true or not. I've read a couple of articles where Brian Johnson apparently is chomping at the bit, whatever that means, to get out there on the road again. And I think that would be pretty cool. It might be the last time. It's got to be the last time. I say that every time with AC/DC, but you never know. You just never know. So they go on to talk about Ozzy a little bit here and how, he does have Alzheimer's and it's been difficult. Plus, he had a whole bunch of other health issues piling on top of that. If you haven't seen the video I did about the lifespan, the average lifespan of someone in this business, in the rock business in particular, it's pretty sad. And I think, we need to just look at how, people's behavior and what they do to themselves over the years, how that affects them, and how, guess what? They can't do what they used to do because of what they did many years ago for a long period of time. Some of these people still haven't learned their lesson. I hear stories about certain people who are still doing things, in the dressing room before the show, even at an advanced age, because now they're doing it so they can continue, and it's just really sad. Like performance enhancement medications. We'll call them medications. Yeah. Anyway, if they're prescribed by a doctor, I guess that makes it okay. But if you're acquiring them from some dealer on the street, then, this is why the whole war on drugs hasn't really worked all that well. Mitch Malloy, one last time for the last song, his last album, according to Mitch, unless he changes his mind or Van Halen reunites and they decide to use Mitch as the lead singer, which that's not going to happen. But who knows? Mitch could front any band he wanted to because he's that good. And this album is a reflection of that goodness. So go check out Mitch Malloy and the last song. And don't forget Modern Retro Radio. I've got people thanking me now, which is great. I've got patrons who are saying, I leave the station on all day long because it's so different and so unique. And the radio personalities are entertaining. Remember that? When you had radio people who were entertaining and they weren't talking about like the community bulletin board. They were actually discussing the music that they were playing. I love that. That's the way radio used to be. Anyway, old man yells at cloud again. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. Most of you anyway. God bless America. But more importantly, people, God bless the world. So if you're watching in Australia or the UK or on some remote island somewhere, God bless you where you are. Talk to you soon.